Hi everyone, it's a sparkling panty picture. It's sad. I'm just gonna say this out front. I don't make videos like this. I've been making videos, will be 2 years in December. 2 years. Okay? I've been active on YouTube for at least 5 years. I've never, ever, and I'm telling you ever, have I ever had to make a video like this. All because somebody was being not just from how I see it, but from other comments on somebody's video, Sharon's nail art and more. She was doing a haul video and kind of like a sale video showing glitters that she was selling. And they were beautiful glitters. And for Dee Dee to make a comment that she did, yes, I'm going to call your name out. You've called my name out. And I kind of thought this was resolved in the comments. You said you weren't being a smart ass and nothing like that and kill him with kindness. But then you make a video, and I just seen it today because I've been busy. I've got a life too. But to sit there and say kill him with kindness, but then call us, me and Jen, out because we're not the only ones that make comments about how rude you were being. You don't go on somebody's channel, no matter what, and say, "Oh, I sell the same glitter. I got it from this place. You got yours from the same place," and blah blah blah. You just don't do that. It's bad business. It's bad. It's just bad. It's not proper. If you want to go on your channel and say, "I get my glitters from here," that's fine. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Never once in any of my videos do you ever see me saying where I got my glitters from. You know what I'm saying? If somebody private messages me, if I get to the point where I'm okay with giving out my sellers, that's fine. I get my glitter in more than one place. All right. There's a reason for that. I kind of strive to find things that other people cannot find. Get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be like everybody else. Yes, there are some things that you can get other places. That's fine. You don't have to buy from me. I'm not pressuring you to. But you do not go on somebody else's video saying, "Oh, you got yours from this place. I get the same stuff. I sell the same stuff." To me, that's rude, and I'm not the only one who thinks that. And I'm sorry that you feel some type of way that you had to call out me and Jen because we were being honest. That's wrong. I cannot tell you how many times I have seen since you have started YouTube have you been negative on more than one person's videos. It's like you feel some type of way that you've got to be an ass. I'm not saying you're always an ass. No, not at all. But a lot of the comments, I'm sorry, it's just how I see it. That's my opinion. That's how I take it. When somebody is always making negative comments, I've seen you make positive comments. Yes, I have. And that's the way it should be. You always should be positive. You always should be supportive of each other. I don't care if you're trying to do the same type of thing. You know, you don't see me and Jen going at it because we both sell glitter. It's not how it works. You know, Number one, she's been doing it a hell of a lot longer than I have. I've been researching it, trying to get my stuff started for about 3 years now. Because, excuse me, I don't want to sell the same stuff. Now, there's some stuff that others that might sell. That's fine. I'm just trying to do me. You don't see me and her going at it constantly. You know what I'm saying? Yes, she's a friend of mine. And it's out of respect for each other that we support each other that way. That's what this community needs to be about. All this drama needs to stop. There are so many people that are sick and tired of negative comments, snarky comments, smart ass comments. Yeah, sorry, that's what YouTube is turning into. But let me tell you something, you just don't do it. If you are a good, decent person, a positive person, then you wouldn't be making negative comments regularly. You know what I'm saying? You just don't do it. And I've heard so many ladies saying that they're sick and tired of the drama from certain people. And all of the drama, I'm not saying drama's never been on YouTube because that's a lie. There was drama 2 years ago. There's off and on, it just happens. But in the last 3 or 4 months, it has gotten so bad. It's ridiculous. I can understand why some of the older ladies that I used to love watching don't do it anymore. I understand that. But I'm not going to let all the negativity deter me from what I love to do, what I would like to do. This is something I've chose to do. It's something that God led me to. Do you get what I'm saying? I've never once have I talked negative about anybody on social media of any kind. I've made defended somebody that I felt like they were being attacked or put down in some way. Yes, because that person may be at the point where they don't want to cause the drama. I'm not trying to cause drama, but I am also trying to stand up for somebody when I think they were being wronged in some way. You know what I'm saying? I used to be shy. But people used to stand up for me because I was too shy. I am still nice, but I am so sick and tired of people attacking other people. It needs to quit. It really does. Dee Dee, I'm sorry you feel so much aggression in your heart that you have to be so negative. And it's not just you, it's other ladies too that I've seen. I'm so sick and tired of sitting back and being quiet and seeing all this drama conspire. It's ridiculous. It needs to quit. People need to stop trying to go against each other and support each other. You will find when you start supporting each other wholeheartedly that things go better, there's less stress, there's less drama, and believe it or not, your sales would actually increase. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're somebody that's trying to do a business of any kind. When you're constantly putting yourself in drama, you're trying to stir the shit pot, so to speak. Excuse my language, but it's the truth. When you're constantly trying to put yourself in everybody's drama, if you're trying to cause drama, you're trying to be two-faced, because that's kind of what your last video, what that one video was about when you called me and Jen out, is basically being kind of two-faced in a way. You basically you said one thing, but then totally turned around and did something else. You wanted to kill people with kindness. I do that daily. I'm telling you right now, because that's what God wants us to do, is to be kind to others. And never once has anybody could ever tell you that I've always been mean to them for any reason. Now, if you've done me wrong, you stole from me or try to scam me in some way, I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. Yes. But never once have I attacked anybody. Never once have you seen me cause any kind of drama. I have tried to be honest as much as I possibly can be. Never once have I lied to anybody. Have I ever screwed anybody over? There is no reason for anybody to talk negative about me, ever. And I would like to keep it that way. So, Dee Dee, I would appreciate you keep my name out of your mouth. It's not right. And to sit there and say you're going to kill people with kindness, then you shouldn't have made your video the way you did. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have called out people, because it's not me and Jen that just made the comments about what you were saying. And it's not just that video, it's other videos too. Other comments, other negative comments. And I'm going to tell you something. It needs to stop. You need to go pray and hope God fills your heart with some love instead of all this aggression. You can sit there and tell me all day, well, you speak your mind. There's nothing wrong with speaking your mind. But when you go to the point where you're speaking your mind and you're being negative about it, that ain't right. People do not like negativity. It's plain and simple. Don't be negative towards people, because all you're creating is more negativity that comes back to you. And then guess what? You feel like you need to release it. So if you just start being positive to everybody, regardless of what they're doing, be positive towards them. Maybe they're having some issues. If they're being nasty to you, to say, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know how many times I've said that? People have messaged me and cussing me out for one thing or another about anything. And and I comment and I'll message them back, I'm sorry you feel that way. Is there something else going on why you feel this type of way? And I try to resolve the issue personally. But I already thought this was kind of resolved. I had made my point in that comment. And, so did Jen. You said you weren't being snarky about it. You weren't being rude. Okay, fine. We left it at that. You have to stir up more shit by doing a video and calling people out. What's this going to accomplish? And it's not just me and Jen pissed off. I'm telling you right now. There are repercussions when you start calling out God's children who are trying to do right, who are trying to, do their thing for their lives. You sell glitter for whatever reason you want to sell it for. That's fine. I'm glad you do. I hope you're successful at it. And I hope all the other ladies that sell glitter, I hope you're successful at it. But do it in the right way. Do not attack each other, because people don't want to see that. When people see that the people that they buy from are constantly stirring around in negativity and drama, they are not going to want to buy from you anymore. And talking negative about people behind their back, you don't do it. I've never done nothing wrong to you. I just simply made a comment because I felt like it was wrong. Okay? Never once did I attack you. I felt like I was being attacked in your video when you were calling me out. And that's not right either. I don't like feeling attacked because I will go on the defensive. I am going to leave this as it is. You guys can comment as you will how you feel about it. I'm going to leave Jen's video to her response on Dee Dee's video in the description box if you'd like to go check that out. Because everything that she stated was dead on. Dead on. I'm sorry, it just was. And Jen knows Dee Dee a heck of a lot better than I do. That's all I got to say to this. Um, hope to God, I pray to God, I will never have to make a video like this ever again. And I pray every single day that each and every one of us support each other one way or another. You know how many times, let's say, for example, Nail Oracle, she sells glitter. Okay. I sell glitter. Jane's Addiction. Let's see, Nails on a Budget. You've got Jen. We all support each other in one way or another. We don't get nasty towards each other. We're all trying to do the same thing in our own way. What is wrong with that? Nothing. I don't have a problem with that. I don't care who started selling glitter first. I don't care who's selling what. You do what you got to do. And at least I'm being supportive of it. I may not comment a lot because I have so many other videos I either need to catch up on. I have kids too, At least I like the comment. I mean, at least I like the video and I watch it, and I don't interact as much as I used to. And I need to, yes, I do. But you know what? I don't sit there and degrade people. I don't sit there and make snarky comments. I just don't do it. When I feel like somebody's doing wrong on somebody else's video that's they're trying to sell something and you go off and you tell them to tell everybody the seller, okay, no, it's not um supposed to be hush hush, whatever. Well, that's for Sharon to tell people where she gets her stuff from. If she doesn't, then you don't need to be doing it in the comments. You just don't. I don't care what it is. You just don't do that. If that person wants to tell people where they get it from, that's on them, not on you to do. Okay? I will pray for you because hopefully you can fill your heart with some love and get some of your negativity out because I think you could be an amazing person if you just stop trying to. A lot of you ladies, this is not just to Dee Dee, this is to everyone that likes to stir into the drama. I don't get it. I really don't. I stay away from it. I don't even like feed into it. But this is when you start calling my name out your mouth and I've done nothing but been honest about something, how I felt was wrong, then I'm going to say something because never once have I done anything wrong. Do you get what I mean? So I'm going to pray for all of you ladies who always want to stir up some negativity and pray that God will fill your heart with some positivity and his love because that's what we all need. We all need to come together as a community and love each other, support each other, help each other out. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times I've gotten ladies that come here or come to me, message me, hey, do you have this and this? And I may not have what they're looking for, but I give them a list of some ladies that I know do. You get what I'm saying? I send them business. They've sent me business because somebody's contacted them and they don't have what they're looking for and I may have it. That's what people should do. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. It's called being supportive. You need to think about that for a little while. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. I don't ever need to want to have to do this again, you know, but I feel it needs to be said. This drama, it really needs to stop it. You ladies need to grow up and act like adults and stop being negative towards everybody. It's just not right. You know what I'm saying? We all do what we got to do to make our ends meet or any other way, however it is. You get what I'm saying? So please, please think before you speak. That's enough said right there. Thank you guys. I'm sorry for all my subscribers who have to sit here and listen to this. I felt like it needed to be said and out there. So everybody, please have a blessed day. Love each other. Support each other. All right? Bye guys. Love you.